Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of TRizz. We are here with some bumblebees, some birds, and everyone in between on this wonderful Monday. Uh, Still in June at an 89-degree here day. Just killing it, loving life, and everything in between. So don't get it mistaken, but we are still killing it right now. Have been for a little bit. Not much rain. I really truly believe that this is the number one place in the whole United States, maybe in the whole world, atmospherically speaking. A little bit of rain here, maybe in South Hills or just Bridgeville in general, but north of us and south of us is getting kind of clobbered with rain, but not here in this little ray of light that is shining down upon us. So if you understand, get with it, say what's up. But the new topic of discussion, as you will read on the headline, is friends. So, friends come and go. They are wonders of the world. They should be one of the eight wonders of the world. Friends, it's just the big old metaphor of people in general. So, like I said, man, they come and go. If you've gone, sorry to say, but I wish you the best. And if you're coming, more power to you. Let's do better things. So it is great and it is exciting meeting new people. It's sad when you have to let them go, but you don't even need to trip on that, because if you know you're a strong individual and you value friendship, uh, people prosper. And you want people to prosper into bigger and better things. And sometimes, it's not always for the best, but for the time being, if you can learn something from someone and you can prosper from them, more power to you. And like I said, having a great support system around you is very important to knowing who is strong, who is good, who is bad, who is poor, so on and so forth. More importantly, focusing on meeting new people, because you will always have that cherished friendship that has been established with friends, and you can always rely on that. So again, what I do is I touch base with people. I try and reach out to people and say, hey man, are we still friends? Like, where's our relationship at? Where's our balance at? Where do we live these day-to-day activities together? And it is what it is. And knowing that you've been there and you've done that and you're trying to grow and prosper is all the name of the game. So it's great, exciting meeting new people who you feel that you can become friends with. Um, Business and friendship is a different thing. It's just all about connection. There's some type of connection, whether it be cars, whether it be motorcycles, whether it be basketball, whether it be arbory, or what is it, horticulture, or any simple thing that triggers an interest and starts a baseline of respect is everything that comes down to. And keep myself straight here, but I truly believe that respect is the baseline of it. And if you respect each other's understanding, you can jag each other and move on to the next thing. And you just got to make sure the time that you spend together is quality. If you have a drinking buddy and the quality time is getting drunk or inebriated or something like that, and whether it be smoking weed, drinking beers, taking shots, burning incense, or whatever type of inebriation you feel that you need, whatever time you spent with someone, let me stop that. Simply stated, just make sure the time you spend with someone is quality. Knowing your worth of time and the time that you spend doing work, doing business, searching for friendships, doing whatever it is, just make sure the time that you do is quality. And that's why I took down these notes, is to try and make this time that you're spending with me quality. And there is a difference between business and pleasure. It's a lot of my friendships and a lot of my experiences that I've established later in life have revolved around business and pleasure. And that's the fine line of knowing how to respect each other. If there's a misunderstanding of respect, uh, sad to say, something bad might happen. But depending upon what that line of respect is that you grant each other, you can do big things, and whatever that table has to offer you, just know what you can do together and how you can be friends and make money together. And that's what it is. And just consistently hit simple topics. Simplicity is key, because say you befriend someone who's a financier or a controller or something like that, and they're on this type of level of communication, but yet you just want to talk about why the earth is round and the trees grow green or whatever it may be. You got to try and find a balance of equality and try and grow from there. So again, I think having many irons in the fire, or just being well versed in many different topics, whether it be military, whether it be spaceships, whether it be whatever interests there are, just be well versed. And communication is the key to all types of relationships. Being able to communicate, being able to understand, being able to respect, crack a joke, do whatever it is, and move on to the next thing. Just make sure that you spend your time wisely, because the name of the game is learning and respecting each other. Like I said, I'm probably going to say that numerous times, but just consistently revolve around simple topics and let that grow from there. And if you start on this here, and then the next day you can start there. And my coach from the University of Dayton, his name is Mike Kelly. He's a Hall of Famer. I might have had 3, 4, maybe one conversation a year with the guy. Not even respectfully, but just ever, And yeah, I was a knucklehead then, and when you're a college coach dealing with all different types of generations of people, I'm sure you run into a bunch of different knuckleheads or killers or captains or whatever you wanted to say. But he goes, Roach, you know what? You're pretty simple, aren't you? I go, absolutely. Actually what I said, I go, yeah, just like Forrest Gump said, life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And it was funny. And I didn't know where to start with the guy. And that saying that this Hall of Famer told me, this National Collegiate Hall of Famer told me, stuck with me for years. And you're pretty simple. And I've used that to motivate, to elevate, to grow. And that's the only thing I ever remember with that guy. Ever. Do I ever cherish with that guy. And do I feel he was taking a cut at me? Absolutely. But I didn't really know at the time, and that's fine. But I look back on that experience and know what type of quality I was putting forward towards that team, maybe in his eyes. And maybe I would argue that in a different perspective. But if you're a team captain or a team leader, whether you're on the floor, whatever it may be, don't get misdirected and chirp in the wrong direction. But just understand that business and pleasure can be mixed, and walking that fine line of respect without an ego is something that you need to not be misguided with. And experience leads to all different types of things. But I'm 36 years old and I've been through a lot of different things, and it's pretty cool. I'm real happy with life right now. But thank you for taking the time with me. But what I'm gonna do, man, I'm about to do this. If you even know what this is, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'm about to go spend some time with my other love of my life. You should know her name. She's a two-wheeler. She's up there. Maybe I'll take you up there. You know who. We're about to wax her down, man. You should know her name. If you don't know your name, if you know her name, I consider you a friend, right? Without a doubt, because I talk about her every fairly so often. If you consider yourself my friend and you don't know her name, you should ask me about her. She's the only lady in my life, and those are types of things you should ask your friends. I think that's called respect. You respectfully ask. If you care about something, you'll ask about it. If not, you can trip up and say so many different things, and it is what it is. But I appreciate you listening to my perspective here, and I still have a little bit more to go. But like I said, I've reached out to people, whether it be from college, whether it be from high school, whether it be on the basketball courts, on the snowboard, mountains, on whatever it may be. I've actually reached out to people, put some cherished memories in their inbox, or however I've needed to reach out to people, and some have reached back. Some of the people who you'd never think would reach back and spent a minute of their time to give you a little bit of perception in their reality to say what's up. I think that's called friendship. And whether friendship means a lot to you or that person, or it doesn't, or you know where you stand, at least you know where you stand. People who don't respond to things and don't take the time to say what's up, I think that's very rude and very disrespectful. But that's just my opinion, and no harm to you. But put yourself in other people's perspective as well. If you're up here, man, and everyone's below you, that still doesn't make sense. You're not up here, because everyone matters, and you can be the best of friends, you can be the worst of friends, whatever it is. A lot of my relationships, a lot of my best friends have been like the worst of my friends. Like, we've butted heads, and maybe it's an Aquarius and who I am and all that kind of stuff. But some of my best friends, um, we've butted the heads the most, and it's cool. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Life is a journey. Uh, Not everything's going to be perfect, but it's called respect, in my opinion. If you can respect the other person and what they're trying to achieve, more power to you. If it's not on your line of progress, then let them spend that time elsewhere. Or if you think you can help them and you want to help them, more power to you, and it's cool. And in my opinion, me as a friend, I think I'm the number one friend I've ever met. I think I'm the nicest dude. I incorporate so many people. Um, Talking in perspective of males, I guess. I don't have too many female friends. I mean, I don't even really trip on that too much. But like, you know, people are people. So male, female, whatever, whoever you are, that's true. But I think I'm a really good dude, and I will always give people the time of day to say what they have to say. So at one point, I think I have the most friends in the whole world. Out of everyone that I know, I've met the most people. I know the most people. But at the same time, I could be the dude with zero friends who has zero friends, and that's fine. I can accept that. And if you see this and you want to reach out to me and say, "Oh, you're a douchebag," that's cool. I can respect that for whatever reason. I might argue with you and try and cut you down if you're coming at me like that, but it's all good, man. You can always hit me up, man. You know my number.